My point.
The Labour Party should not go to bed with these endorsements alone. We saw Goodluck Jonathan being endorsed by Miyetti Allah. I mean, they even made him grand patron. But some of those people eventually, in one way or the other, voted against him on election day. We saw pastors, we saw imams vote. I mean, devoting their times, prayers, endorsing Goodluck Jonathan. Did that make him president in 2015? It didn't. So there's a lot of political work that needs to be done. Peter Obi should not go to sleep. I just feel that this endorsement is enough. The Labour Party needs to work very well. Because, I mean, during the break, for example, I traveled to some parts of the country, and you won't see a signpost indicating that this is the person who's contesting from a new party. But a lot can change.
And all right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're listening, watching from. That was just an introduction to the full clip as usual. Still with regards to the endorsement by important dignitaries on Peter Obi, a lot of people have thrown in different comments to say the endorsement doesn't really count. A lot of people have said, okay, because of the personality of Obasanjo, the former president of Nigeria, that this endorsement goes a long way. And a lot of people have said it doesn't really count. Does it actually count? And as a matter of fact, by now we have about four important personalities that have endorsed Peter Obi of the Labour Party. Does it really go a long way, as a matter of fact? Yeah, but then Mr. Sambo has got this to say to us to make us to believe that those endorsements count and it goes deep a long way. But he said that Peter Obi and the Labour Party entirely should not sleep with their two eyes closed because of this endorsement. Guys, I would like you to help us to share this content. Let it get to 1 or 2 persons. Like it and leave your comment in the section below whatever you feel about the video. This is really important. Don't forget that this is election era. A lot of things are going on at the moment. This is Chris Media, which will be coming to you live and direct with these and many more other according to how it comes to us, and we do our verification. And when you like it, try as much as possible to click on the subscription button. It is free and open every notifications so that you will know anytime each clip is dropped. And until next time when I'll be seeing you, try as much as possible to enjoy the video. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.
Continuously, the APC must know that if power could leave the PDP, power can also leave
the APC
and not go back to the PDP, but go back, go to a new party. I mean, that's what these elders actually say, that look, it could go to the Labour Party, it could go to the NMPP. Look, but Nigerians should exercise their voting rights with discretion. But it could actually go back to the to the PDP or to the APC. But if it eventually goes back to either the APC or PDP, I will tell you that the way they will handle power after 2023 will be different. Because here's a Labour Party that no one gave an opportunity. I mean, you can see, just like you had the Labour Party senatorial candidate, many of them are just newcomers into the party. This was a party that, I mean, a lot of people didn't know there are women leaders or but I mean, people are beginning to come out and say, look, I want to contest under this. And then you can see this endorsement coming from an Obasanjo, a 2-term civilian president and 1-term military head of state, someone who understands Nigeria like the palms of his hand. Yes, endorsements politically, if you look at an Obasanjo, you say, yes, he may not be able to deliver his polling unit to a Peter Obi, just like he's been said. But look, nationally, you can't toy with an Obasanjo because his influence pervades not just Nigeria, but outside the country. And if there's trouble, not just in Nigeria, but other parts of the world, there's no how Obasanjo will not be there. So his endorsement is good. The endorsement of Edwin Clark is very, very good, but they need to convert it to political votes because
that's my point.
The Labour Party should not go to bed with this endorsement alone. We saw Goodluck Jonathan being endorsed by Miyetti Allah. I mean, they even made him grand patron. But some of those people eventually, in one way or the other, voted against him on election day. We saw pastors, we saw imams vote. I mean, devoting their times, prayers, endorsing Goodluck Jonathan. Did that make him president in 2015? It didn't. So there's a lot of political work that needs to be done. Peter Obi should not go to sleep. I just feel that this endorsement is enough. The Labour Party needs to work very well, because I mean, during the break, for example, I traveled to some parts of the country, and you won't see a signpost indicating that this is the person who's contesting from a new party. But a lot can change within the next 5 to 6 weeks that's left. And
what exactly can change? Because what you're saying is that presence that the Labour Party needs is not there.
Yes.
So these
not the urban voters. The Labour Party is doing well with urban voters, but the rural voters, the undecided voters, the APC, the PDP are also going for those undecided voters, because many of them are beginning to behave as if they are actually moving towards the newer political parties. And there's a huge chunk of those voters. President Muhammadu Buhari emerged winner of the elections with just about 15 million votes. And we've seen that if someone is able to mobilize just about 30 million out of the about 93 million voters that we have, that person can have an edge, because the remaining ones will be shared by all the other political parties. So the Labour Party is giving the APC and PDP a good chance, and with this endorsement is a sort of relief for these parties to know that what they've been doing in the past 6 months is not in vain. But can they coast home by ensuring that they mobilize people more? Let this team not go down, because some people are beginning to say politically this team is going down in the Labour Party, but they need to do more so that they don't allow the aura of this endorsement to actually make them feel that the election day is already concluded. Look, for the big parties, this is when the real campaign is starting, from this January. And they've been saving their monies, they've been saving their time and energy, and they are going to give the Labour Party
But we can also flip that. We can also flip that, because you say endorsement without work is equals to
like
nothing.
Praying without work.
But we've seen the APC respond, we've seen the PDP respond to the endorsements by former President Olusegun Obasanjo.
And saying the endorsements amount to nothing.
They say, so they are working to say this endorsement
if the endorsements amounted to nothing, then why were they visiting, this same category of persons? Do you know what an endorsement by Olusegun Obasanjo would have done to the Bola Tinubu campaign organization now? They would have almost been sleeping. And in 2015, President Muhammadu Buhari, then candidate Muhammadu Buhari, left his comfort zone, despite the ill feelings that they've always had with each other, and went to Ota to go and see former head of state and former President Olusegun Obasanjo alongside Saraki, alongside Atiku Abubakar. In 2019, you could see the same thing, PDP leaders going there. We can't push away President Olusegun Obasanjo as far as Nigeria's political history is concerned. Look at the endorsement of Edwin Clark. He is a prominent leader from the Niger Delta. Do you know what that will do to the sort of thinking, the realignment in the days ahead for Labour Party? All it needs to do is to get its structures right. That's where Labour Party is not getting it right. It's continuously saying that the issues of structures are not necessary. It is necessary, and that's why you need 177,000 persons to be polling agents for you everywhere
on election day.
On election day.